welcome back to one of my videos. I hope you're well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Selina and I release crochet tutorials and free patterns. And today I'm bringing to you this beautiful bandana. I love it. It's so feminine, it's so cute, and it features flowers. So we will be making little granny flower squares. And this is a really easy pattern. As always, the free pattern can be found on my blog selinaveronique.com. The link will be in the description box. And so for this project I used 3 different colors. I will be linking the materials in the description box too. This is what I have left, so I will be linking exactly which colors I used. And this is Drops Muskat yarn. It's 100% mercerized cotton, and I used a pink shade, a green shade and a yellow shade. And this is a DK Light 3 yarn. And so I also used a 4mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors and a tapestry needle, and that's all you will be needing for this project. I will be speaking in US terms with British terms in brackets, so don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. That really helps out my channel. And if you want more feminine crochet content, don't forget to head over to my Patreon page. The link is in the description box. Okay, so to begin this tutorial, take your yellow yarn and create a slip knot. So just go ahead and create a slip knot. Pop your hook through and tighten. And now you are going to be chaining 4. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. And once you've chained 4, just slip stitch through that first chain like so. So just slip stitch to create a circle. So once you've done that, you are going to be placing 8 single crochets directly into the middle of this center. So to do this, just go directly into this center with your crochet hook, pull up a loop. You have 2 loops on your hook, take your yarn and pull through 2 loops. And now repeat this process another 7 times until you have 8 single crochets. So just go ahead and do this. So I've gone all the way around, and I forgot to mention that I am fastening in my loose end into my stitches on this row. Reason being, we will be tightening the center. So now that I've done 8 single crochets, you should just go ahead and slip stitch through that first single crochet like so to finish off this round. And now just snip off your yarn and pull your yarn through like this to close off this round, and just gently pull on the center like so. Just gently pull on the center to close off the middle. Now you are going to be taking your pink yarn and attaching it onto the yellow center. So just go ahead and just attach it to any stitch. Okay, so I've gone ahead and attached my yarn, and so what I am going to be doing is pulling a loop with my hook, and now chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and I've gone obviously directly, I've attached my yarn directly through a single crochet, and this counts as our first double crochet. And now just go back into that same single crochet to create a petal, and go back in with 2 double crochets. So to create a double crochet, wrap your yarn around your hook go into this stitch, pull up a loop. You have 2 loops on your hook. Take your yarn and go through 2 loops, and take your yarn and go through 2 loops. And repeat this process one more time inside this stitch to create a petal. Now go into the next stitch with 3 double crochets. So just go ahead and place 3 double crochets directly into the next single crochet. 2 and 3, and this creates, so the 3 double crochets within each single crochet from the previous row creates the petal pattern. Now go into the next single crochet directly with 3 double crochet, so 1, 2, 3, and just repeat this process until you have 8 petals. And yes, so just go through each single crochet from the previous row with 3 double crochets, which creates the petal. And then once you've done that, I'll show you what to do then. Okay, so I've gone all the way around with this pattern. I've just placed my 3 last double crochets, and I'm going to just, to finish off this round, just slip stitch through this stitch here and snip off your yarn, fasten off and pull through. And this is round 2 of this pattern. Okay, so I'm going to show you round 3, and so for round 3 it's very simple. As you can see, I've attached the green yarn, and this is going to be the square, the beginning of the square. And so I've attached my yarn between a petal. So as you can see, like I showed you, each petal consists of 3 double crochets. So I've just gone in between one of the petals and attached my yarn, and now you are chaining 3, 1, 2, 3, and this counts as your first double crochet. Now place 2 more double crochets inside this space directly, and this is going to be our first corner. So once you've placed your 3 double crochets, chain 2 and place another 3 double crochets inside this space. So 1, 2 and 3 double crochets. And now that you've completed your first corner, you are going directly into the next space. So make sure that you count 1, 2, 3 double crochets, locate the space between the petals and go in with 3 double crochets. And this isn't a corner, so just create 3 double crochets and just move on to the next space. And so just go into the next space with 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and this is your second corner. So you are going to be chaining 2, 1 and 2 and place 3 more double crochets into this space. And as you can see, this creates our square. So I'm very excited. Now locate your next space and place 3 double crochets into this next space, 2 and 3. And now go into the next space with 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and this is a corner, so chain 2 and 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, and go into the next space with 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, and go into the next space, which is our last corner. So just place 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, chain 2 and 3 double crochets, once again, 2 and 3, and now go into the last space with 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, and this is the last of our stitches on this round. As you can see, I love what I'm looking at. Now slip stitch to the first chain 3 to finish off this round, and this is what we have. So now just fasten off and pull through like I showed you prior, and create 6 of these beautiful squares. So just go ahead and create 6 squares, and then I'll show you how to do 2 little rectangles. Okay, so now that you have your 6 squares, I will be showing you how to make 2 little triangles. So this is very simple. So to begin, just take your yellow yarn once again and create a slip knot as always, and pop your hook through. So pop your hook through and tighten, and now you are chaining 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and you are going to be slip stitching through that first chain on your hook. Go ahead and slip stitch, and now you are going to be placing 4 single crochets inside this center. So 2, 3 and 4. Once you've done your 4 single crochets and you fastened in the loose end, just slip stitch through the first single crochet that you made, like so, and snip off your yarn. There we go, and pull through to tighten. Okay, so now just attach, so you can tighten the center here, and now what we are going to be doing is creating 4 petals. So to create 4 petals, just go ahead and attach your pink yarn to any of these single crochets. Just attach your yarn like so, like we did prior. Sorry, this is very fiddly, so I apologize in advance about that. Now pop your hook through that single crochet and chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and the principle is going to be the exact same that what I showed you before. Now place 2 more double crochets in that single crochet from the previous row to create 1 petal. Go directly in the next single crochet, 1, 2 and 3. Now go into the next single crochet and place 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, and go into the next single crochet like so with 3 double crochets, and now we have 4 petals. So this is what we have. And now just fasten off. This is obviously half a flower because we want a triangular shape. There we go. So now for the next row, we are going to be attaching our yarn. So just go through the 2 double crochets here. So just go through 2 double crochets and attach your yarn, because this is going to be a triangular shape. It's slightly different than a normal like flower. And so once you've attached your yarn in between these 2 double crochets, just go ahead and chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and place 2 more double crochets within this space. So 1 and 2, and that creates 3 double crochets. Now what you are going to be doing is going through, skipping 2 double crochets and going in between the 2 petals here with 3 double crochets. So 1, 2 and 3, like so. And now just skip 3 double crochets, which is a petal, and place 3 double crochets in this space, 2 and 3. And now skip 3 double crochets and go into the next space. So 1, 2 and 3, and now skip 2 double crochets and go in between the last double crochet and the next double crochet, if that makes sense, with 3 double crochets just to finish off this part. So this is what we have. Okay, so to finish this off, you are going to be turning your project upside down like so and placing single crochets all across the bottom. So just go ahead and place 1 single crochet, and now another, and now another, and just make sure that you space out your single crochets evenly all across the bottom of this triangle. Obviously this is a sample, so it looks a lot less neat than my actual triangles, but it's just for demonstration. So there we go. So I've almost finished all my single crochets, and like I say, there's not a specific stitch into which you are going to be working. Snip off your yarn and pull through like so through the knot to tie a knot, and repeat this process a second time so that you have 2 triangles. Okay, so now that you have all your elements together, you need to place your project like this. And the photograph of how to place your squares will be available on my blog, so just head over there. I'm going to sew these squares together, so we are simply going to be sewing this seam, that seam, well actually like this, and then like that, and then across, but that just makes sense. So take your yarn and your tapestry needle and start sewing your project. So I'm just going to tie a knot here, and just go ahead and do this as gently as you can. I will be using the mattress stitch, and this is just a easier stitch. It looks nicer, I think. It's one of the nicest stitches. So I'm just going to zoom this in like that, and remove actually these because it's distracting, and I'm just going to be sewing these two squares together. I've actually probably got too much of a long piece of yarn, but never mind, and just go in one side and out the other side, and just carry this on and sew in all your squares together. And if you need more help with this, just go ahead and check out my free pattern, because the picture is up on the free pattern to show you how to sew these squares together. So just go ahead and sew the squares together, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so as you can see, I've sewed in my squares, and I'm currently sewing in my first triangle. I'm going to try and show you better on camera. There we go. So I'm really happy with the result. What I am going to be doing is attaching my piece of yarn here just to finish off sewing in this triangle like so. As you can see, there we go. So just go ahead and do this. I'm really happy at how this triangle just fits in. I was a bit scared it might not fit in perfectly, but actually it fits in really well, so I'm very excited. So just go ahead and finish off this sewing part with sewing in your rectangles. So I'm sewing this rectangle in, and I'm going to be sewing this one in, and then I'll show you what to do after that. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to crochet the straps and the edging. So just take your yarn and hook and attach your yarn to one corner. It doesn't matter which corner. And now you are going to be chaining 40. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I've chained 40, and now I'm going to be slip stitching through each and every chain. So skip the first chain and go into the second chain with a slip stitch. So just go ahead. So there we go. And now slip stitch through the next chain. So this is quite fiddly. And the next chain, and just slip stitch through each and every chain across, and then I'll show you what to do. Okay, so I finished slip stitching. What I am going to be doing now to finish off this part is just slip stitching through this space on the bandana, just to secure the strap. And now I'm going to start my edging. So for my edging, let me just zoom in. We want to place a single crochet into the next stitch and the next. I am fastening in as I go, and again another single crochet. So we are placing single crochets all across this edging, and just carry on placing a single crochet all across this edge until you reach about here, and then I'll show you what to do then. Okay, so I've reached this center, so I'm really pleased with my single crochets, and I am simply going to be placing 3 double crochets in this space. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, and I'm just gonna place another double crochet here, just to kind of make this more of a, actually I'm going to place 4 double crochets as a matter of fact. So I'm going to place another double crochet here and another one here like this. So I've actually placed 4 double crochets in this center here just to make this a bit neater, and now just carry on into each and every stitch across, place a single crochet. So just go ahead and place a single crochet until you reach the other corner, where I will be showing you what to do. Okay, so I've reached the other corner, and now we are in this new corner. We are going to be chaining 40. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so once again I've chained 40, and we are going to be slip stitching. So skip the first chain and go into the second chain with a slip stitch, and just slip stitch through each and every chain across, and then I'll show you what to do once you've finished this chain. Okay, so I finished this chain of slip stitches, and now to secure the tie I'm just going to slip stitch once again through this this space. And now what we want to do is go down this side and then up this side with single crochets. So just go ahead and place a single crochet once again into each and every stitch across, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so I've gone all the way around and placed a single crochet into each and every stitch, and now I am going to start the shell stitch edging. So I'm going to be placing this edging here and here on this side, and so take your I'm just going to zoom in. And what we are going to be doing is starting by chaining 3, 1, 2 and 3. Turn your work. I apologize for this loose end, but I needed to attach my yarn. Place 2 more double crochets inside this stitch, and this creates a half shell, and this is what we want for this side, the beginning. And now you are going to be counting 1 and 2 stitches and skipping those and going into the third with a single crochet like so. Now skip 1 and 2 and go into the third with 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5. Skip 1 and 2 stitches and go into the next with a single crochet, and skip 1 and 2 and go into the third with 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 1 and 2 and go into the next, and just carry on with this pattern until you reach, so let me de-zoom. You are going to be going all the way down and then up here, and I'll meet you back here about 5 stitches before the end on this side. Okay, so I've almost reached the other side. Let me just zoom in. I apologize for the noise. I think a neighbor is mowing his lawn. And anyways, so I've placed a single crochet here. As you can see, I'm going to skip 1 and 2 single crochets, and in the last single crochet place my half stitch, which is 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3 double crochets. And now you are going to be snipping off your yarn and fastening off. So this is what we have. I love this this bandana. Let me just zoom out. I love it. I think it's really cute. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and actually for making it even cuter, you could almost sew this end, these two ends, to the tie just to make it nicer, but this is just my 2 cents. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.